students. Myself, Dr.U.Danya, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Nirmala College for Women, Coimbatore. Today we are going to see about the structure of plant cell. This video will help you to understand the basic idea about the cell organelles and their functions. Introduction. Each and every plant and animal is made up of cells. Cells are the building blocks of an organism. A cell is the structural and functional unit of an organism. The cell was first discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665 in the Koch cells. Type of cells. There are two types of cells, prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells do not contain a definite nucleus. The chromatin bodies remain scattered inside the protoplasm. Such a type of nucleus without a nuclear membrane is called nucleoid. Example, bacteria, blue-green algae, etc. Second one is the eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells contain a definite nucleus. The chromatin bodies are enclosed by a nuclear membrane. Size of the cells. Most of the cells are microscopic in size. The size varies from 0.1 micron to 1,75,000 micron. The smallest cell, Mycoplasma gallisepticum, 0.1 micron in diameter. The largest cell, the egg of ostrich, 1,75,000 micron in length. Shape. Cells exhibit various forms of shapes. Its cell is typically spherical in shape. Certain cells are irregular, tubular, triangular, cuboidal, cylindrical, polygonal, rounded, oval, flat, discoidal, or elongated. The shape of the cell is correlated with its function. For example, red blood cells are small and discoid to circulate through the blood. This is a typical plant cell. A plant cell consists of three distinct components: plasma membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. Let's see about plasma membrane. It is a thin layer limiting membrane of the cell. It primarily gives mechanical support and external shape to the protoplasm. It also checks the entry and exit of the substance to and from the cells. It is very thin, about 0.1 micron in thickness. It is a double-layered structure. The plasma membrane has a fluid mosaic structure. It is made up of phospholipids and proteins. In certain cases, the plasma membrane is connected with a nuclear membrane through endoplasmic reticulum. It is also capable of growth as the cell enlarges. Permeability. The main function of plasma membrane, it allows the entrance and exit of some substances to and from the cell. This property is called selective permeability. It is responsible for maintaining the osmotic equilibrium between the cytoplasm and its immediate surrounding. Cell wall. The plant cell have an outer covering of film layer called cell wall. It is found exterior to plasma membrane. It is differentiated into three layers, namely primary wall, secondary wall, and tertiary wall. It is composed of cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectic substances. It provides mechanical support and definite shape to the cells. The cell walls of adjacent cells are cemented by middle lamella. At several places in the cell wall, there are minute holes called pits. A small tubular protoplasmic thread transfers through each pit and connects one cell with the adjacent cell. This protoplasmic connecting canal is called plasmodesmata. Cytoplasm. The mass of protoplasm lying outside the nucleus is called the cytoplasm. The aqueous phase of cytoplasm, excluding cell organelle, is called cytosol. It is a colorless, homogeneous, translucent, amorphous, and colloidal fluid. It is composed of various molecules such as water, salts like sodium, potassium, and other metals, and organic compounds such as carbohydrates, lipids, protein, nucleoproteins, nucleic acids. Cell organelles. All organelles are organized structures of cytoplasm, capable of growth and in some cases multiplication. They do specific functions. Endoplasmic reticulum. The cytoplasm contains a network of membrane-bound tubules, vesicles, and sacs. It is called endoplasmic reticulum. It is also called the cytoskeleton. It was discovered by Porter in 1948. Endoplasmic reticulum is a halo system, hence it is called cytoplasmic vacuolar system. It is a continuous system connected on one side to the plasma membrane and another side with the nuclear membrane. It functions as the circulatory system of the cytoplasm because it transports many substances. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. There are rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum contains ribosomes attached on the surface. The smooth type doesn't contain ribosomes. The endoplasmic reticulum gives a mechanical support to the cytoplasmic matrix and functions as the cytoskeleton. It is acting as an intracellular circulatory system. Synthesis of lipids, cholesterol, glycerides, glycogen, etc. also occurs in it. Its role in intracellular impulse conduction is recently studied. Ribosomes. Ribosomes are minute spherical structures. They are either attached with the membrane of endoplasmic reticulum or scattered freely in the cytoplasm. Ribosomes mainly consist of ribonucleic acid, RNA, and proteins. Each ribosome is composed of two subunits. A smaller subunit is known as 40S and larger subunit known as 60S. The ribosomes remain attached with the membranes of endoplasmic reticulum by the 60S subunit. They play very important role in the synthetic activities of the cell. Ribosomes are the sites of protein synthesis in the cells. Mitochondria. Mitochondria are rod-shaped or filamentous structure occurring in the cytoplasm. They are called mitochondria by Benda in the year 1837. They occur singly or in groups. The number of mitochondria in a cell depends on the functional state of the cell. In more active cells, the number is more. Mitochondria are double membrane bounded structures. The outer membrane is complete and form a bag-like structure. The inner membrane gives out the many finger-like projections into matrix of mitochondria. These projections are known as cristae. The outer surface of the outer membrane and the inner surface of the inner membrane possess a number of minute particles called electron transport particle. Mitochondria contain many oxidative enzymes and coenzymes. These enzymes carry out the oxidation of food substances and thus liberate energy. The energy is utilized by the cell for the performance of its various activity. Hence, mitochondria are known as the powerhouse of the cell. Chloroplast. Chloroplasts are green discoid self-propagating bodies in the cytoplasm of plant cell. They are green plastids. They are concerned with photosynthesis. A chloroplast is bounded by two unit membranes, namely an outer membrane and an inner membrane. The two membranes are separated by a space called periplastidal space. In the matrix, there are many closed flattened sac-like structures called thylakoids. Each thylakoid is bounded by a single unit membrane and it encloses a cavity called locus. The thylakoid is 0.25 to 0.8 mm in diameter. 10 to 100 thylakoids are arranged one above the other in the form of stack of discs. This structure is called lamellae or stromothylakoids. The main function of chloroplast are protein synthesis, starch storage, oxygen supply, cytoplasmic inheritance, and photosynthesis. Golgi apparatus. Golgi complex. Golgi complex occurs as a loose fibrils or in the form of network in the cytoplasm. It is highly developed in active cells. It was described by Golgi in the year 1898. It consists of stacks of flattened sacs called cisternae and small vesicles. It is chiefly composed of lipoprotein, RNA, and alkaline phosphatase. It regulates the movement of fluid in the cell and thus acts as the intracellular pump. Secretion is the another important function. The acrosome of sperm is formed from the Golgi during the spermatogenesis. In plant cell, the Golgi bodies secrete necessary substances required for the synthesis of new cell walls. They are known as dictyosomes. Finally, we are going to say about nucleus. It is the controlling center of the cell. The nucleus was first observed by Robert Brown in 1831. Its presence has been shown in almost in all the animal and plant cells. The nucleus occupies 10 to 15% of the cell volume in the most of the cells. The protoplasm of the nucleus is called karyoplasm or nucleoplasm and covered by a double-layer nuclear membrane or karyotheca. The karyotheca is not a continuous. At intervals, it has the minute pores. The nuclear envelope is concerned with the regulation of flow of materials between the surrounding cytoplasm and the nucleoplasm. The nucleus containing a network of chromatin. During cell division, the chromatin network is condensed to form a chromosomes. The nucleoplasm has one or more small bodies known as nucleoli. The nucleoli are not covered by a limiting membrane. They are rich in RNA. The chromatin is rich in deoxyribonucleic acid DNA. The nucleus controls and regulates the various metabolic activities of the cells. A cell cannot live without a nucleus. It acts as a vehicle for the transmission of hereditary characters through chromosomes during the cell division. Hope you understand this video very well. Thank you for watching this video.